Somebody's sleeping in my bed. Somebody's taking my lady. That's Drew Hill, another classic, dope group. I told you my R&B bag was deep. Don't mind the Kevin Samuels glasses. I had to put them on to view this content. I keep seeing it on my TikTok. What's going on? And I'm doing this one before I get to the other one because the other one just happened, but I was trying to see like there may be a pattern with this. So let me just break down what's going on. This guy has a podcast. I don't know who he is. I've seen the content, all the content that's going around about dating and women in America, whatever. But I don't really watch it that much. I used to watch Fresh and Fit till they started being crazy. So this is with this dude. I don't know him, but I'm gonna just break it down because I want to get into a part, and then I'm gonna jump to the next one. But let's go.
Women in general don't really know how to respect any hierarchy. That's why it's hard for them to follow a man's lead because they can't respect any type of hierarchy.
But you can at least say, excuse me. I do respect my husband. You know what the problem is? I do respect my husband, but he would never, ever talk to me however you're talking to these ladies right now. He would never. I respect him. He's higher than me because he's the man of the house. He is the bread.
All right, you hear that a lot. I hear where he's coming from. I don't know. I try my best to avoid people at all costs because people just. I don't think people wrap too tight. I think COVID showed us a society a certain way, and working from home, social distancing. I think COVID really changed things. I know a lot of states weren't social distancing, but I think that had to do with a lot that change how we interact with each other. And I'm comfortable just being away. So typically, I think when people are just nice and respectful, things go smooth. We see all the time little quick social media moments where people are mean or rude to each other.
Winner. He is the father of our children, but I would never sit here and not allow him to not say, excuse me, baby, can you let me talk real quick? Or excuse me, can you let me speak real quick? There's respect in the hierarchy. You can't expect respect when you don't give it out. So I understand why she's snapping on you because you're not even saying like, all right, whatever. You're not even gonna let her be.
Hey, side note. Anybody got the girl in the dreads Instagram? Because that's definitely my type. I like the dreads. I like the skin glowing. Look like she got makeup on. That's okay with me, but she's very pretty to me.
Dead wrong at all.
All right, whatever. What do you mean?
You don't even let her be dead wrong.
Dead wrong? Oh, you mean like if she says something and she's dead wrong, then I just leave it?
Yeah, but even at that, like you're still being like...
listen, baby girl, listen. If that's not, you're looking for something that's not that, right? And the thing is, what you're looking for something that is like, that's not masculinity. You're looking for something that says the go along to get along podcast. This podcast ain't called Go Along to Get Along.
Toxic masculinity.
Listen, ladies, I got you. Let me finish. I will. Yeah, this podcast isn't the go. And chat. This is good. The ladies is questioning how the podcast is being ran and stuff like that. But this podcast isn't the go along to get along podcast. You think that I'm going to allow someone to walk in something to what I created? I have men on here that I speak to them much worse. Pull up my debates. I had a man in here and I'm calling this dude feminine in his face. I don't hold anything back. The same energy I give to y'all, I give to another man.
So are you higher than all?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Are you higher than all?
What do you mean higher than all?
Obviously, I feel like the hierarchy thing you're saying. So you're higher than other men because they're feminine. You're higher than us because it's your podcast.
I think she's moving the goalpost, but I kind of understand what she's trying to get at. She's just basically saying like, damn, you speak to everybody like that? Like you're just better than everybody?
Just say that. I'm just telling you that.
But I'm asking.
How I'm speaking to y'all is the same way that I will speak to another man.
And I also understand his point. He's like, yo, you're not getting any passes because you're a woman. I speak to everybody. So I get both sides.
I don't think that I'm higher than anyone. I believe in a higher power, right? And I respect people, and I respect the hierarchy myself. If there's another man, I have did podcasts with other guys that know things more than I do in different areas or different fields. And I respect it. If I don't know something, I'm going to sit back and listen and get that game. Right? If I don't know it. But if I do know something and they saying something that is very nonsensical and false, that ain't gonna fly with me.
Has that been her though?
Who
what you just said? I can't.
There's been a lot of y'all on the podcast.
Okay, but I'm talking about her. Like,
what about her?
You just said
she's chilling and she's fine right now. What about her?
What big ass word did this man just use?
He said nonsensical.
Okay, yeah. So was that her? So everything that she said is what she's saying? Was that
everything that most of the ladies here? Y'all had points of contention and of things that I said, and I had to give a rebuttal and refute some of the arguments, meaning refute, you make a claim and then I make a claim that supersedes the claim you make, and then you don't like my claim. You may understand it, but you don't like it. So it's like, well, I'm not going to accept it. So I agree to disagree. That's totally fine. And what was my response? Well, you got to take out your emotions from it. And then what would y'all say? Well, we're not being emotional. Well, you're emotional too. Then I'm saying that, no, baby girl. The truth is the truth. Whether if someone says 1 + 1 = 2 or 1 + 1 = F and 2, it's still 2 at the end of the day. It's not about how you say things. It's what is being said. Now, we all know that human beings are emotional. So yeah, how something is said may affect that person. Well, that person got a weakness. If this person can't see the truth, is very simple. If the truth is here, right?
I understand what he's saying, but also at the same time, how you come across saying things. Sometimes there's a reason why they say that you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar, because when you're able to articulate yourself and when you're able to say things in a certain way that may not necessarily be nice, it'll come off better. He's basically saying, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're gonna accept it. You're just gonna drink the Kool-Aid how I give it to you. No sugar, just drink it, right? It's not gonna be sweet.
And if the truth, when you get the truth, it can alter your worldview by accepting the truth and then lead you on a better path. The people that accept the truth go on a better path. They are successful in their endeavors. The people that get the truth, but, I don't want to accept it, I can't take it, it's too emotional, their emotions fog them from the truth, then they go on a wrong path. So I'm saying, I'm giving y'all game. If you want to take the wrong path, go ahead. If you want to take the right path, by any means, good for you. That other stripper on his podcast, like I said, she was same things I was saying to her. I was way worse than the things that I said to this other girl was crazy. It was much worse. Like I was said that. Wait, what?
She never said she was a stripper.
Wait, but we already clarified that. But my problem is that he keeps on referring back to that like she's not a human being. And aren't you a mother? Can we talk about how she's a mother instead of calling her just a stripper? Like,
well, my only thing was he said he's talking like that because of hierarchy. So from what I'm hearing, it seems like I'm lowest on the hierarchy
Steve, real quick. Yo, how the chat's in there? Should I get to the super chats?
But when I asked that question, we redirected.
Okay.
Point proven. Point's proven.
Yeah, let's get to the. Well, you already said what you said.
No, I just asked you a different question.
And I answered that question again. I never answered that question?
No, so I'm the lowest on the.
Yeah, she did raise a question and he started talking about super chats. That's disrespectful as a host. Like if you want them to be respectful, and I didn't watch this whole thing through. But let her ask her question and then answer it. I don't think he started talking about super chats. I think that's a little disrespectful. And then she's taking that. She's like, well, damn. Like, so now I'm starting to see the build up. They're like, bro, you just talking like we supposed to respect you and you just treating us like we chop liver.
Hierarchy right now.
No one said that. What are you talking about?
That was the question I just asked.
Have your water.
Yeah, but no one said that.
I'm asking a question. I said, you said
Steve, switch it on.
Speaking to us based on the hierarchy system.
No, I didn't say that. See, you weren't active listening.
No, I was, but you said a lot, so I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say.
Got you. So what I said that when I talked about the hierarchy, I was referring to when she was talking about cutting people off. She said, well, when you're cutting us off and you're cutting us off more than we're cutting you off, and you're cutting her off more than you're cutting us off. And then I had to explain the hierarchy to things. I said that, well, guess what? I'm here because this is my podcast and y'all are under, right? And then we got to speak about who's saying the most nonsensical and illogical things and also interrupting.
I asked you,
and listen, and also interrupting. I said, well, it's very simple. It was her. So that's why she was getting a different energy and different verbiage from me. Y'all saying that at the end, bro, it's like what the heck, y'all. We was on this for mad long, and at the end of the day, this shows it very, very clearly. Women don't know how to really take guidance from a masculine man. It's because they was being influenced incorrect.
You just said yourself you were feminine.
Wait, what? When did I ever say that?
You kept saying that you lack masculinity.
No one ever said that. No, that's different. I said that before in the beginning. No one's talking about now. I'm talking about every man, any man, to become a man. When you're freaking 18, 17 years old, you think that you are as masculine when if you actually learn from your mistakes as when you're 35 years old? No. It takes time to acquire value and time to acquire masculinity and a multitude of other things.
To be fair,
so I'm not saying any of that. But let me get to these I'm sorry, go ahead. You got a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just want to make a comment. To be fair, I don't think because you can raise your voice and speak your opinion very loudly that you're masculine. In my opinion, I think you sitting here, to me, you come off to me very feminine.
Sure, great.
And very sassy. That's why nobody here is respecting me. Exactly, because you're not respectable.
I mean,
you're not respectable. The way you talk to women is disgusting. Like,
well, I mean, if you want to go, you can go.
Disgusting.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're masculine, you're fat, you're overweight, and hey, it is what it is. That's a masculine trait. Being big. That's a masculine trait. Peace. Let's get this on recording. Peace, ladies.
All right, so, and that's the reason why I did this one before I jumped into the latest one. It seems as if he just wants to get his point across. He says things that trigger them, and they get into their feelings, which most people do, and don't ever let anybody tell you, oh, you're in your feelings. They're feelings for a reason, right? You created with them. And it's okay. She feels offended. You know what? I'm going to step off and leave. I respect her for leaving because she's like, bro, you don't got to speak to me like this. You don't got to speak to us like this, and I'm leaving. Now, I don't appreciate how he's like, oh, well, you're big, you're fat. Like, so just because she's big, she's not allowed to have feelings. I don't think that's right. I don't know the psychological word or all these psychologists like, because I'm not that type of person. But I think that's wrong to start to attack her physically because she said what you said verbally offended me. Right? And maybe you guys could explain it better. I told you I'm not that smart. But I don't think that's right. And so that's why I had to watch this one before I go into the next one. Because now I'm questioning, is this about content? Is this just about making content? Is this just about getting viral moments? Right? We know content creators make a lot once you blow up. You go viral. So is this what he's doing? Is he genuinely like this every day in his life? Every day. That's when I question certain viral moments. Are you like this all the time? And so now that I broke down this one, I want to go into the next one to try to see, because my understanding was the next one was more physical. So that's why I did this one. Let me know if you want to see more. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.